Okay. I'm Miss Fraley,
I'm Miss Roberts.
and we are going to be discussing the lesson plan for my student. He's an ELL student, and the topic is the students have to write about their favorite holiday. And so part of it is we kind of broke the lesson down in a few days of what we're going to do on day one. Hopefully, this lesson will take about roughly 5 days or so. If longer, we'll kind of modify, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go over each piece and we'll talk about some of the modifications that my student, our student rather, not just mine, and other students may need to use to help them in this writing process. Okay, so on day one, we will start off with the two cutesy videos, which I think they'll like.
That'll be really good to get
really
them
engaged,
motivated.
and it kind of the basic part of the hamburger style graphic organizer writing process is they have the top bun, which is the topic sentence, and then we have the details, the meat, the lettuce, the tomatoes, which kind of make the burger all taste good. So, and then the bottom bun is like the conclusion sentence or paragraph, which restates the topic sentence. Okay, so for our students, the ESL, ELL students, the modifications I have are simple sentences, because anytime the sentences get too long, they get too, what do you think?
They're too wordy.
Too
They
wordy.
kind of lose track of what you're saying. The extra
Yes,
words.
the extra words, especially for second grade. Now, if this was the one thing I love about this hamburger style writing, as they grow, third, fourth, and 5th, they can add more details.
Yeah, and you can they'll already know the beginning structure.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you think of on day one for any other ELL students? Any modifications that we could, add in there that would help them?
Well, I think with the video, and then you said that you have the picture for them, and I think that would be great because the picture is going to really give them the idea of what you're talking about.
Right.
So I think that's going to be fun.
Okay, I like that too. And then we'll tie it in with, what is your favorite burger? Kids love burgers. Burger King, Whopper, the Big Mac, or whatever. And then we'll visually, those visual graphics, the bun, the details.
Yeah, and that's going to help them.
That'll help
the
them.
visuals are really helpful.
Really helpful, yes. Okay, cool. On day two, we'll start off with the topic paragraph. I want to model. I have that anchor chart on this, which kind of shows the burger, and it shows the topic sentence, and then we have the detail 1, and then the detail 2, and then the detail 3. What do you think?
I think that'll be good. If we need to modify, we could do, they might not, or the weaker students or the lower proficiency students could maybe have less details. They could even have 1 or 2 details.
Yeah.
If they're struggling to write them.
Yeah, 1 or 2 details. That'll work. Okay. And
then we could do a word bank if they need it.
Okay, a word. That would be good. I like the word bank. Okay. Do you see any of the students really struggling with this, with writing the topic sentence, you think?
I don't think so, because they'll be able to, it's a general statement, so they'll be able to find out and really figure out what their favorite holiday is.
Yeah, and maybe we can model some topic sentences. My favorite holiday is,
right,
if I had to choose, etc. So, and then the details, the tell whys, describe the I put on the details. I put the reason why, which is that why piece. Why
right, and that'll add some high order thinking for them too.
Yeah, I like that. Anything else you could think of on the details part? Because students always struggle. But I think if we could tie in
I think with it being with the holidays, it's going to be something they're familiar with.
Yes.
And so they'll be able to tell or give more of a reason why than they would
Yes.
for maybe an obscure topic.
I like that, especially with Mardi Gras, just leaving and then Christmas and all the other holidays.
Right, and that's helped because we do a lot of activities for that during school. We did a Mardi Gras parade. They did Christmas programs or different, I guess, winter programs, things like that
Right.
they can relate it to.
Okay. And then for the closing sentence, which is restating that topic sentence, you know, the reason this is my favorite holiday is because of the presidency. What do you think?
And they may need a little help with that just so that they don't write the exact same sentence again.
Exactly.
But I think that would be an easy kind of fix or
Right.
an easy thing to fix with them.
Do you think any of the ELL students could use? Do you think they need some type of like a dictionary, maybe, or
I don't at this point. We may could have a picture dictionary, or like in my writing center, we have it's a monthly words, so that might could help. But that would kind of go with the word bank. We could just do like a picture bank, pictures with the word, so they can say, "Oh, okay, what is the word for that? Oh, presents, or
right?
like Thanksgiving, they might like turkey, and they could use
Turkey.
look at the monthly word bank or whatever, and that gives them the picture and the word, and so that would help.
Okay, all right. I said, let's see. During this lesson, we could also during this part when we get to writing the juicy part of the story, rather juicy as in the
Yes.
detail.
It's gonna be a good story.
It's gonna be a good story. We could kind of maybe even break them up in groups.
Yes, and then if
You know.
I guess worst case scenario, they can dictate to you a lot of times, even though they may not be
Yes.
able to get it into the words because they'll get that speaking and listening before they actually get the reading and writing. So they may
Right.
can dictate it either to us or, like you said, if they're in a group, they might have someone stronger with them that's finished that could take their dictation down for us or for them, and that's going to lead towards that student-led activity.
That would be awesome.
and peer tutoring.
I like the dictating. They love even recording them. For those that are struggling, recording.
Well, that would be good because then
That
they
would
could
be
use the
good.
iPads and get technology into it
Yes,
also.
absolutely. Okay.
And they all know how to work
They
it out.
all know how to work it out. Okay. Day 3. I saw this plate on. I think it was Pinterest. I
Love it.
Pinterest.
Me too.
And this is an activity that they will be able to use those hands on. Kind of
Okay,
building.
yeah, I really like
Yeah,
that.
I like that. They can create the hamburger.
Yes, I love that.
And we'll make sentence strips. They can write their sentences, construction paper or paper or whatever, and glue it on. They love the glue.
Yes.
I
And I like that because it won't be so overwhelming to them. It'll be doing
Right.
that, and then when they cut in the glue or when they glue it, it kind of gives them a little bit of a break in the between. It's not so much
Right.
in their brains at one time. They can actually stop and think about what they've written and then have a little break. Because sometimes trying to transfer it from one language to the other in
another.
their head
Yes, it can be.
gives it a minute to settle down.
Okay. Let's see.
I really
Well,
like that.
I really
I
like
think
it too.
that's going to be great for the elves.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else on that day you can think of? I said students can repeat this process till they're finished making their own juicy burger. So they'll kind of create their own.
Right. Well, and then they could get whatever color if we had different, the different colors, like for the meat brown, the cheese.
Yeah.
So they could kind of pick out whatever they want on
they
their
like
hamburger.
on their burger. I like that.
And it kind of personalize it, allow them to make more of a connection to it.
Yes. Okay. All right. Day 4 and 5. Let's see. We'll use the hamburger plate to pull it all together. On day 4, I think after they've made their plate,
That'll
then we
be-
can kind of. They'll take their plate and maybe write their first paragraph.
Yeah,
first
well, I think
draft.
they could use their plate to do their. That'll be a lot easier for them because it's already there and they've done it sentence by
Right.
sentence. It'll just be putting it
Just
onto the
put
paper.
it on the paper. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Any other things other than that? After they've written it, we'll do the first draft, and then we'll do maybe that final draft. We'll grade it and give it back to them and show them any grammatical spelling
Right.
errors, punctuation, and then they can present it. I thought that would be fun. And make it a
Yes.
fun thing. And for those ELL students, they can. I would like to do the compare and contrast.
Mm-hmm.
So they get to always bring in their culture and, like what American holiday, what
Right.
holiday in their culture is similar to,
And they love to talk about their holidays or the holidays in their country.
in their country. Yeah. So we'll kind of add that piece in there and help
And we
them
can give
with
them the
that.
opportunity to do that because some of them know more about where their culture, what culture they come from, or their parents' culture is what it ends up
Right.
being sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them, like the student that you're working with mainly, he knows a lot about his. And so he
Right.
can really tell us more about what they do for some of the holidays there.
Okay. And then we can help them with that compare and contrast with maybe a T graphic.
Right, the little
organizer,
T-chart.
The little T-chart. And then put what's the same, what's, similar,
Okay.
what's not.
Well, that maybe a Venn diagram.
Venn diagram.
That might
yeah,
would be
that'll
good. I have
better.
some that they are laminated and they can use that if they need to.
Mm-hmm. That'll be good. And so then we'll kind of pull it all together and they can present it. Maybe even make
Yeah.
a PowerPoint at home.
Yeah.
If they want to. I know PowerPoint for second
Some
grade.
and some of them can, some
Some of them can't, right. So maybe we'll leave the PowerPoint because see, they'll be all, I didn't get to make a PowerPoint, so
Right, and then they'll worry and think that,
I didn't get a good
or they'll
grade.
tell mom, I have
I
to
have
go
to make a
PowerPoint.